What's up, guys? This is Eric. If you're new to my channel, it's all mental health, mental illness, suicide, awareness, sobriety. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, hit the like and subscribe button. I share a lot of videos, not because I'm a doctor or counselor, but I am diagnosed with ADHD, PTSD, GAD, MDD. I've self-harmed before. I'm a recovering cocaine and alcoholic addict, and I lost a wife and a father to suicide. I love to share all the experiences and tools and resources that I've used to just fight through life out of the hopes that it helps somebody. And you know what? I always get asked questions, especially from people on TikTok. What are my thoughts on weed? Well, this right here is weed. This is how it comes in California. I live in California. Weed is legal in California. In fact, you can get it delivered to your house in California. My thoughts on weed. I am diagnosed with ADHD, PTSD, GAD, MDD. So I have anxiety, I have depression, I have PTSD, I have ADHD. My thoughts on weed is it smells funny. That's a big nug right there. This isn't my weed, by the way. I actually don't smoke weed, and I'm going to share with you why. But I do actually find like intriguingness with the smell of weed. When it comes to weed, my thoughts on it are this. My experience on it is this. One, it's trial and error to find out what works for you. This might work for somebody, and if it does, awesome. My experience, though, and the effects that I felt being with my mental illnesses was it fucked me up. It was horrible. I am prescribed Xanax, which is a benzo, which, don't get me wrong, if I could smoke this shit, I'd be all about it. I would rather take that than a benzodiazepam. That's just my personal feeling on it. And again, these are my opinions. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a counselor. But the effects that I got when I smoked weed were this. Last time I smoked it was a while ago. I mean, this was a long time ago, and there's a reason behind it, because smoking weed, I'll hit it, and just like anything else that you hit, any kind of drug that you take, you don't feel it immediately. The worst part about being an addict, of course, is since I don't feel it immediately and I don't know what to expect, I would hit it again and hit it again. I would usually hit, 2 bowls roughly, and I'm hacking my lungs out. I smoke cigarettes and I'm still sitting there just hacking my lungs out, trying to smoke this. And I wouldn't feel the effects for about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And as soon as they did, it was like a clusterfuck of all of my mental illnesses combined fucking each other, is the easiest way I can put it. The ADHD side comes out in me, and I massively was rocking. I massively rock. I don't know why it's like that fidgeting part of me. It doesn't calm me down. And I get it. There's indica and there's sativa and there's different hybrids, and they all affect you differently. I mean, I know we can get down and break that down. It doesn't matter. I've tried them all. I mean, I'm sitting there rocking like a motherfucker. And now my anxiety peaks because of how it changes my body. I mean, I've gotten so stoned before where I felt like I pissed my fucking pants. So now my anxiety is up, like what's wrong with my body? I'm rocking. I got damn it, I'm getting chills right now even thinking about the last time this happened. I got goosebumps on me. I'm rubbing myself. And so my anxiety's in full gear. It's not like I'm thinking like cops are going to break down the door or anything like that. I'm just like freaking the fuck out. Sitting here rocking. I am not talkative at all. I would eat a lot. Like when I was younger and I used to actually smoke weed, I would eat a ton of food. I would end up like passing out and sleeping. I wasn't like a party animal when it came to weed at all. I do know people that have smoked weed and they can function. And again, this isn't bashing weed. This is how marijuana has really affected me with my mental illnesses. I mean, I'm rocking. I'm feeling my whole body tingle. I feel like I pissed my pants. I feel like warm patches on my fucking skin, freaking out. And then the depression would hit in, and I would just start beating myself up. Like, you're an idiot. Like, you're not doing anything. Look at, you've ruined your fucking night. What were you fucking thinking? I mean, the negative self-talk just would come out in full force and just start bashing my fucking brains in. It was horrible of a feeling of that, because it's like, it's self-destruct mode. And it didn't calm me down. It didn't relax me at all. It made me self-destructive. It made me just fucking wig out. Even if you go to wax, there's crumbled, there's glass, there's shattered, there's sticky, whatever you want to call it all. Wax pens. I mean, I've tried it all. I mean, I've trialed and errored through a lot of it. And with me, it took all my mental illnesses and like grabbed one thing from each of them and escalated it. I mean, with the ADHD, it escalated the rocking and the fidgeting part of me. with the anxiety, the way that my skin felt and the sensations of my body freaking out kicked in, and my depression, negative self-talks kicked in. I mean, it didn't do anything with my PTSD. The negative, though, self-talk was massive. Continually beating myself up to the point even where I'd wake up the next day and I was like, what the fuck did you do, you idiot? And there's nothing worse than when we start to bully ourselves or beat ourselves up and just bash ourselves. Now, there are healing benefits to weed. I mean, there are a lot of people that I know success stories from it. I know people that use it. Again, it's trial and error. And I'm not telling you, I mean, go out and do shit illegal and go buy weed if it's illegal in your state, whatever. If you are in California or a state where it's legal and you try it and it works for you, great. I mean, do you. I'm a huge fan of doing you because you're the most important. I'd rather somebody smoke weed than take their life or get to the point that they can't function at all. That's what it really comes down to. I mean, my thoughts, even when it comes down to other like drugs such as like Suboxone and methadone, when it comes to tapering off of opiates or heroin, like I'm for it. I'd rather you be on that. And even if you have to get to the point that you're just literally trading it to maintenance yourself, then dead under an overpass with needles in your arm. That's the reality of life. I mean, being an addict, we get to see that shit. For me though, weed did not help. So I can tell you this, I mean, depending on how sensitive you are in different areas, weed might wig you the fuck out. Or it might help you. But again, it's finding out what works for you. You can try indica, you can try sativa. I know that the different strains affect you differently. One's an upper more, one's a downer more. There's different types of hybrids out there. I mean, and they come up with the coolest names ever. This is Purple Dream. I mean, I don't know where they come up with this shit because I guess it has purple on it. Really the only joy I actually get out of weed is literally, I don't know why, but I like the smell of it. And yeah, I've tried edibles before and I don't do edibles either. Edibles give me the same effect. And this does have some purple in it. You're going to be all pissed that I messed with their weed. I get it. I mean, do you though? Find out what works for you. CBD oil, I know also has effects that help. I have tried CBD water before. I did notice a little bit of a physical difference. I don't know whether if it was a placebo effect or if it was really helping, but I can say this, that there are success stories about it. So it does come back down to that trial and error, finding out what works for you. There is a lot of areas that you can buy CBD in. In California, I mean, you can go to any of the gas stations and get CBD lotion. You can get CBD creams. So try what works for you and don't give up. I mean, that's the whole thing it comes down to is trial and error to find out what works for you because you are the most important person. And what works for me might not work for somebody else and vice versa. I mean, I know people, again, that smoke weed, that it works for them tremendously. I take Xanax. Weed doesn't work for me, but it works for them. So that's part of what trial and error is. And remembering that you're the most important person in the world. I mean, that's why I started all this, is to bridge the gap between a crisis hotline and therapy, that in between of sharing experiences, tools, resources, whatever it takes to help somebody out there struggling, to let them know that it is okay, and it's okay to be not okay, and it's okay to be okay. Down below, even, I have all the links to my different social medias. Feel free to check them out. I even have links to the mental health Discord communities that are created, just peer-to-peer support. Even affiliate links down below for Amazon, fidget spinners, fidget cubes, things that I use to help me when it comes to just slowing down my anxiety. Link down below even to BetterHelp. You know, if you have never tried therapy before, I'm a huge pro therapist. Get with therapy, trial and error to find the right therapist. BetterHelp just adds to that toolbox of trial and error. And do you? I mean, hit that like and subscribe button. Comment down below. I'd love to know your thoughts. And just remember this, that you are a man. You're a badass motherfucker. You've made it through 100% of your worst days to make it through 2 today. And that's how amazing you are.